Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today to hear about the Fresh Global e-procurement service. As an overview, we're going to tell you a little bit about Fresh Global uh, and then talk a bit about Fresh Global goals in helping NGOs with procurement. And then we're going to talk about our solution package, which is our e-procurement, and we call it ePro for short. And we're going to talk a bit about the features of the system, what are the benefits to NGOs, and answer some of your questions. So, what is Fresh Global? Well, Fresh Global is a capacity building and outsourcing consulting firm with offices in Kenya, Uganda, and the US. And we are also opening more offices throughout Africa. Uh, we possess over 40 combined years of expertise with donors and local NGOs in the area of financial and procurement systems. What are our objectives? Uh, our primary objective is to develop systems to improve organizational performance and effectiveness, to strengthen procurement transparency, and to enhance value for money and reduce corrupt procurement practices. And one of those services we call is our solution package e-procurement, better known as ePro. Uh, and the ePro works between the NGO and the vendors to provide a more efficient and transparent system. And so, what is the e-procurement services? Basically, we offer a comprehensive procurement features in support of a complete contract procurement lifecycle. We streamline the supplier qualification whereby they can come on to our site 24 hours a day and register. Upon registration, we will go through a quick process of pre-qualifying them to be eligible to bid. We shorten the time of bid to award by having a cloud-based software system to help us in transmitting documents and communication online. Uh, and then we reduce the bid documentation distribution costs because everything is electronic. And in this, we are increasing supplier competition. What we feel is the more, the better. And we're standardizing the procurement process. We have a transaction log that leads to an audit trail and where documents can be reviewed, modifications can be made, uh, and we have it all in one system. So this works on the entire procurement cycle from the purchase requisition to the payment of the invoice to the vendor. So we cover the entire cycle. So, what are the benefits to the donor, the NGO, and the vendors? And today we're going to talk more about the donors and the NGOs. So, from USAID standpoint, uh, we abide by and stand in compliance with the USAID acquisition and assistance policies and procedures. And we understand that increasing the number of private sector participation is what USAID wants to see, uh, because that increases the competition, uh, and it coalesces with the missions procurement reform strategy. And this system, it improves the startup of the program activities, and we help reduce audit findings by having an efficient procurement system. Now, for the NGOs, uh, we have a pre-qualified supplier database, and we constantly look for suppliers. It is one of our biggest objectives in providing the e-procurement service. We have a pre-bid response tracking system. We encourage the vendors to give us volume discount and lower prices. And then once the vendors bids, we accumulate those bids and do a price cost analysis report to send to you for you to make the decision on which vendor you want to give the award to. Uh, and again, as I said earlier, the bid documentation distribution is streamlined because everything is electronic. Uh, we have messaging via email to the vendors and to you for documentation purposes and communication. And we have a message delivering tracking system. So we can tell who, what, and when the vendor or you were communicated in our system. But more importantly, we have a supplier performance assessment. Any vendor that does business with our clients, we ask our clients to give them a star rating and to provide feedback on their performance. So then that way, you and other client members can know past performance of the particular vendor. Now, here is our uh, homepage for our vendors. They can come online and easily register. Once they register, we get a notification, and then we start the pre-qualification process. Uh, and that's how we continue to build the vendor database. We also have expression of interest ads in the newspaper as well to accumulate, and we have a staff that looks out for new vendors in the marketplace. So let Fresh Global bring efficiency and transparency to your project success today. Uh, Now, if you have any questions, you can contact the ePro eProcurement specialist, or you can contact Kamal at the email address here, and we'll answer any of your questions. I realize today we are recording this session, so you also might want to talk to the representative that we have already spoken to ask them any questions that you might have, but feel free to contact us with any questions that you might have today. And so again, I'd like to thank you for attending uh, Fresh Global e-procurement presentation, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.